Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today is Sunday, 24th of November 2019. I will inshallah recite from Surah Al-A'raf from verse 128. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. قال موسى لقومه استعينوا بالله واصبروا إن الأرض لله يورثها من يشاء من عباده والعاقبة للمتقين قالوا أوذينا من قبل أن تأتينا ومن بعد ما جئتنا قال عسى ربكم أن يهلك عدوكم ويستخلفكم في الأرض فينظر كيف تعملون. The context of this verse is when Musa alayhi salam and his tribe of Bani Israel were in Egypt, and they were under severe punishment, persecution, and the people of Musa were complaining to Musa and asking him to save them from the conspiracy and from this severe punishment of this tyrant Pharaoh. So Musa alayhi salam is trying to link them with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and trying to explain to them that this life is nothing but a place of tribulation and trials, and in the face of such things one needs to be attached with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more and more, to seek the guidance and help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and be patient. And these are really two ingredients of being successful in this world. The two ingredients is a sincerity and faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and asking Him, being attached to Him alone. That is the yaqeen, that is the isti'ana, which we always ask in Surah Al-Fatiha, إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. We worship you and we seek your help. So that means it's a full submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's submitting to Allah. And the second thing, sabr. So Musa said, استعينوا بالله واصبروا, and be patient. And be patient. So this patience and seeking help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are the characteristics of those whom Allah will give leadership in this earth. And these are the things that Musa was telling them. استعينوا بالله واصبروا إن الأرض لله يورثها من يشاء من عباده. This earth is for Allah. It doesn't belong to Pharaoh. It doesn't belong to this and that tyrant, that king, that president, that dictator. It belongs to Allah, and Allah within seconds can change the circumstances and grant you this land, so you become the new leaders if Allah wants. So why don't we ask Him? This is one. And then never be rushed to getting the results and outcomes. I mean, the very seeking of victory is an act of worship which one is rewarded regardless of the outcome. So this is a great lesson in Islam, is that let's not wait for outcome. As long as we did our part, which is ibadah of Allah, asking refuge with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, seeking His assistance, this very thing is our KPI. The KPI is not how many, when we'll get the power or not getting the power. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yurithuha man yasha'u min ibadi. But Allah has made it a rule that al-aqibatu lil-muttaqin, the end results will be in the favor of those who fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the history comes to support it. Where is Pharaoh and where is Musa? History is very clear. Where is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and those who made enmity with him in Mecca? They just went to the bins of history. So Aqibatul Muttaqin is a very consistent law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in society, that Quran is very clear about it and history is very clear about it. No contradiction. The thing is that we hardwired to be seeking KPIs very quickly. We want things quickly, low-hanging fruits, quick outcomes. But very often the historical terms are defined in decades, in centuries, but we want results in our life, which is defined in 78 years, 80 years, and so. Allah says in Surah As-Sajdah, in defining these two characters, by saying وَجَعَلْنَا مِنْهُمْ أَئِمَّةً يَهْدُونَ بِأَمْرِنَا لَمَّا صَبَرُوا وَكَانُوا بِآيَاتِنَا يُوقِنُونَ. Allah describes some prophets, those who have given authority on this earth. They became leaders on this earth. Allah described them and said that I have made them leaders. Why? بِمَا صَبَرُوا, because of their sabr. And كَانُوا بِآيَاتِنَا يُوقِنُونَ, they had a firm belief in me. This is the isti'ana, this is the belief, this is the faith. And the faith dictates, this belief dictates that we exercise the utmost possible ways. The faith never dictates that you stay in your home and supplicate to Allah and the victory will come from heaven. No, don't expect that. You have to exercise the natural laws, exercise your common sense, exercise all kind of things, means you have, science, technology, all kind of things. You exercise it and await a victory from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So there is no contradiction. This perfect and beautiful blend of tawakkul ala Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and badl al-asbab, and exercising whatever worldly material needs, that your common sense dictates that these things in a causal relationship leads to results. So apply it, but at the same time seek the help of the one who controls this whole universe, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The thing is that the problem of Bani Israel, the people of Musa, is a very complex problem, and that's why their story is mentioned so many times in the Quran, because in it is a lesson for us. They were still blaming, continuing to blame and saying that we have been persecuted before you come and after you came, and what you are bringing us just big lectures and more troubles. So Musa is saying that عَسَى رَبُّكُمْ أَن يُهْلِكَ عَدُوَّكُمْ وَيَسْتَخْلِفَكُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ فَيَنْظُرَ كَيْفَ تَعْمَلُونَ. It may happen so that Allah will destroy your enemy and give you the leadership on earth to test you and see how you gonna behave. And this is what happened. Allah has destroyed Fir'aun and his army and gave leadership to Bani Israel, give them the authority on earth. But many of them, they started to transgress. While they were weak, now they became leaders, and then they started again to transgress. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes them among those who have sabr and who make isti'ana with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and be happy with that, and know the reality of this world as a place of trials and tribulations. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.